Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the Daily Scan for Tuesday, June 17th, 2014. All right, announcements. Most of yesterday's numbers came in good. The Treasury International Capital number, I'm not sure exactly what that is or what it means, but it was the only one that missed the consensus number. For today, well, we got the Fed meeting starting today, and then the CPI and housing stats both at 8:30 prior to the markets open. Okay, looking across the pond over in Asia, we are mixed, and in Europe, solidly bullish. And a peek here at our futures. So let's take a look at our futures for ourselves. Let's dump the A+ list here. There we go. And they are up a tad this morning. Probably will continue a march up. Gold is at $12.66, down almost $9 overnight. And oil is 106.46 as I saw a headline someplace this morning. Fears in Iraq start to ease a little bit, only because nothing has happened. You know, it's unless something happens every day, it just goes to on the back burner, and let's not worry about it for right now. Unless, of course, you live there, then it's not such a pretty thing. Okay, yesterday didn't do a dang thing, and I'm even still in F5 networks, even though the alert triggered. It didn't seem to be going anywhere, but we'll take a look at that on the A+ list as we go through our scan. Okay, let's take a look just right quick. I don't know why this is doing this morning. Sometimes we get weird things. We are at 6:17, are we not? Shut that off. Is there anything more in here? No. I don't know why this is doing this. It's got some bad data, I think, on one of these strikes is what I'm thinking. Oh man, let's take a look at F5, see if anything weird going on there. No, it's giving, we got clean data on F5. Maybe it's this little thing down here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's doing it or not. But anyway, I wanted to look and show you last night when I looked at the 510 iron condor on RUT that I locked into here. Oh, here's why. I don't know why this did this. No, I guess that's not why. December. Wait a minute. I don't know how this got hosed up, but I think I'm going to have to start over. And somehow or another, things got out of whack there, so I'm going to have to go back and take a look at what I did for that 510 iron condor. Okay, let's start out with Apple. Alright, we have when I looked at these at 3:30, I was not real pleased with what I was seeing. So I didn't jump in on anything. I did try to get in on RUT, I will admit. But the trade never went through. So we had a whole bunch of them yesterday. Apple was one that was in setup mode, and it is now in alert mode. So let's throw an alert here. And we will wait till after 9 to get in, or after 10 I should say. Wait until at least 30 minutes after the market opens to get in on this. So this is very clear in a very clear bull flag. So we have a nice flag pull heading straight up and then a little pullback. And that is the flag part. Flag pull, flag. That's why they call it that. So this is an excellent opportunity and probably a high probability trade in Apple. Alright, we are in AMZN. Looking a little shaky here. We are up just a couple bucks on it. Nothing really fantastic. And we have what could be considered a bull flag here to take the opposite position on that based on the 20 moving average. So we are in setup on Amazon. So when I looked at 330, price was probably, like right around here. I wasn't real excited about this one either at that time. And we didn't really have confirmation on the MACD. So hopefully we get that today, and then we can jump in on it. Our friends at the Boeing are still kind of suppressed here. Struggling. I'm not really excited about jumping in on this one, but we have to say this could go either way. We have the 20 conflicting with the 50. I like them when they're in sync, like here. They're nicely in sync. But here we're just a little bit conflicted, I guess you could say. Definitely not a very good 50 delta, which we were looking to do a 50 delta up here, but we could look to do a 20 delta down here because this is a bull flag as well. Flag pull, flag, a rather large flag, but a flag nonetheless. So what do we do here? Did I have this on my 20 delta list for yesterday? No, I did not. I'll put it on 20 delta for today. Alright, BIDU. We're in BIDU. We're still waiting to see if we can pull as much as we possibly can out of this. Looks like we might be running out of gas here. I just may want to exit this today, I think. So that's on my list to get out today. And let's move this over. Still looking for a 50 delta on this. Okay, CELG. Kind of a weak setup here. This is not a pretty flag here. Like to see it pull back a little bit more, but if you're just going by the stochastic, then I would have liked to have seen this beat out the high from yesterday, and it did, and then it pulled back. So it wasn't a real strong finish, but I'm going to put an alert on this about that 161.51 level. Alrighty. Chipotle. This is March. Chipotle is marching. Up, 2, 3, 4. No stopping it. Very little flag right here. No indication of an entry here on the stochastic and the MACD according to our rules. So we're sticking to them. You want to just like do something right at the open? You could do that. Sure. Costco is next. Alright, we have a 20 delta here, still yet sort of a weak response here, but we should take a look at it for a 20 delta today. Alright, it's on our list. CVX. Wow. Why? I should take a look at CVX. See if I can figure out why this is doing this. A merger coming? Somebody buying them? I don't know what the heck's going on here. Let me check. Okay, it looks like on Friday they made an announcement that they sold some assets in Chad. So I guess that's the reason why we're on the march here. Alright, still waiting for a little bit of activity down here on the stochastic. So now I know. My curiosity is satisfied. Alright, nice bull flag on the DJX with some confirmation here that it's going to be moving higher. Looking at Igor, DJX is just there for reference. Looking at Igor, we are waiting for an opportunity down here. Just make this a little bit bigger. This one a little bit smaller because we're only just looking at colors down here, but we like to look at a little bit more detail in the stochastic. We don't pay much attention to it here, but we're really interested in price here. Okay, waiting for our target, FedEx. We have a pretty nice setup going here on FedEx, but we have earnings tomorrow, so staying away from it. F5. Man, it's really pushing the envelope here. Maybe exit F5 too. And we do have a 20 delta hook here. And we may just put them in there as a 20 delta. And I'm just kind of, the 20 delta thing, I don't have hard and fast rules here, but when we're on a nice uptrend and we don't quite come down to at least the 30, but preferably the 20, and we bounce here, we don't really get a flag, but we get a consolidation for a couple of days, which gives us this down here. Maybe it's time to take the opposite side on this trade. Alright, gold. Now we are moving along nicely and it stalled, unfortunately. So nothing going on there at this time. We could take a 20 delta here. I'm going to take a look at it. I'm putting it on the list for today. And we'll take a look at a bear call 20 delta. See if we want, oh, look at this. See if we want to do that. Wow. That's pretty scary. That's a big move overnight. Google. And we did look at the gold futures and we did see that they were pulling down. I'm not sure that this is in an uptrend anymore. Neither of these are valid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this one up here because we have double down here on our moving averages, and I'm just going to take this out of there. So there we have it for Google, waiting for our target. LinkedIn. LinkedIn is kind of on a tear as well, busting through the downward movement of the 50 with a move up on the 20, and they actually crossed here. So that is a good sign that we may have a trend change in LinkedIn, and we're looking for a 50 delta down here. 3M. We're still in setup mode on 3M. Not sure I would do a 50 delta on this, but just have to take a look at it, just because it hasn't really been, there's not much momentum over the last couple of days, and not much range either. So we will have to evaluate that should it show us an entry down here on the MACD. And remember, we're looking no more than 3 days for a green stochastic entry, or for an entry on the stochastic. So we are going to be in our 3rd day. So we'll see how it works out. Alright, NDX. Okay, we have a 20 delta trigger here. We had a setup and we actually got a trigger. I looked at this yesterday. I wasn't real excited about it, but we're going to be taking a look at it for today. It's entirely possible we may be looking at a short trend in an upward direction, so I may take a 20 delta with maybe next week's expiration on that. NFLX, we are in our 2nd day here. There's no way that I would do a 50 delta on this, and I may do a 20 delta. So it looks like we're going to get a nice pop this morning on it. So we have a couple of hits up here at the 433.39 level. So on the 20 delta list for NFLX. Price line. This is huge. So we're waiting for our target up here. So we're just waiting. Not done yet. Okay, we're looking at Russell here for a 20 delta. Looks like it should work out pretty well. And SPX. Oh, this is, I'm sorry, man, I don't know what's the matter with me. This is where I had the, the 510 iron condor. I don't know what the heck's the matter with me. I was stuck on the Russell. I don't know why. Because that was my original thought, was the rut. But I went to SPX just because it's a little bit more liquid. Well, quite a bit more liquid than the Russell. So we're actually down $5 on that right now. But what else we got going on here? We have a 20 delta trade, so let's put that on the list. And I might be looking at next week's expiration, which is going to make it kind of tight. But I think we're on a roll here of sorts. I think we're on a temporary, a little bit of a, we have definitely a bull flag on this. And so I think the market's going to give us a little bit of a run up, maybe some new highs. So we just want to jump on it and take advantage of it. And this could be like a leg 1 of a 510 iron condor, where we would do the 5 side with a 30 to 45 day to expiration. So we're going to take a look at that today. TLT. See what's going on there. Yeah, I think we're in an uptrend here. So we set our target down here. Tesla. I guess they made some sort of announcement yesterday that somebody's going to throw some money in on charging stations, where it's only going to take you 20 minutes to charge your Tesla. So I suppose if they put them in a Starbucks and you're standing in line for your designer coffee while your Tesla is charging, you could probably get it, you know, a pretty good charge in on it. Of course, if there's only one charging station, then it's in use for 20 minutes. So you have to stand in line for the charging station too. But anyway, looking pretty good here. wouldn't you say? I would say that we're probably going to have a trend, a reversal here, and go into a positive trend on Tesla, not touching it right now. And last but not least is Visa. What's Visa doing? I think we're going to be in a downtrend, so we are looking for a let's see here, we're looking for a 20 delta trade up here again with a bigger, more oval target. Alright, so that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, have a really great day, and happy trading.